This is TechCrunch. According to a new study from Pew Research released on Thursday, over a third of web pages published after the release of ChatGPT show signs of being written by AI. The report corroborates other studies that detail how much of the web's newer web pages are now either written by or substantially edited by AI. It also arrives shortly after internet infrastructure provider Cloudflare reported that bot web traffic had overtaken human web traffic, a milestone that was reached sooner than the company had estimated. Pew's data, however, is focused not on who or what is browsing the web, but on what is being browsed. And apparently, much of it is bots reading web pages written by other bots. To compile the report, Pew said it used the Common Crawl Web Archive to collect nearly 500,000 English-language web pages from the past 5 or so years, starting a couple of years before ChatGPT's November 2022 release. Pew then used Open Pangram's technology to detect how many were likely written or heavily edited by AI. In a random sample of 10,000 web pages collected in July of this year, around 10% showed significant signs of AI authorship. However, Pew pointed out that a random sample like this would inevitably include older web pages, ones published before AI writing tools even existed, and therefore could not have been written by AI. To get a better sense of how much of the web is now being written by AI, Pew filtered out the older web pages and focused only on those published after the release of ChatGPT. In that same snapshot, with the older pages removed, signs of AI authorship were found in over one-third of the pages. Now, drilling down into domains themselves, Pew found that URLs with a .com domain showed signs of AI authorship at around 10 times the rate of a .edu or .gov domain. In addition, .org domains had only a 4.6% rate of AI authorship. Now, of course, this analysis is not perfect. Pangram, like other AI detection tools, can misclassify pages as AI written when they were not. But at scale, the data is likely at least directionally correct. In addition, Pew found that other supposed tells of AI authorship had also increased over the years, like the use of em-dashes, Oxford commas, and phrasing like, "it's not X, it's Y," among other things. Corporate expense management platform Ramp is hot on the heels of Stripe in setting up toll houses for AI inference. On Wednesday, Ramp launched its own AI model routing service dubbed Router that lets users and companies use and switch between various large language models through an API. The company says it has been using the router it's built for its own AI usage needs over the past 3 years. The service is only available in the U.S., it's free to use for the remainder of this year, and it comes with a $26 credit launch offer. The company did not say how much the service will cost next year. Now, Router functions similarly to how OpenRouter operates, though the latter offers many more AI model options than Ramp's current offerings. Router offers access to models from OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepSeek, Moonshot, Minimax, NVIDIA, xAI, and Z.ai. It also provides several strategies to help its customers route AI requests to models based on their preferences. For example, one lets users set a preference for model providers' flex usage tiers, while another lets Router choose which model to route queries to based on up to 3 user-specified benchmarks. Users can also choose to route only difficult problems to expensive models, or test models easily without having to switch. Users get a dashboard as well that lets them see token spend, cost, latency, fallback attempts, and other details. Notably, Router has an opt-out data retention policy. It will record model inputs, outputs, and tool calls for 1 year by default, though the company says it will remove personally identifiable information before using that content to improve the product. For Ramp, entering the model routing business offers a two-pronged opportunity. It gets to tap the booming AI inference market and offer its existing clients a model routing service that fits in neatly with its existing products, which includes AI token usage monitoring and token spend management. And if Router proves as attractive of a model testing arena as OpenRouter has, RAMP may also be able to build long-standing relationships with AI labs and inference providers worldwide. That could help RAMP, which raised $750 million at a $44 billion valuation in June, gain new customers and a new point of entry for selling its expense management products. That's all for now. For the latest in tech news, go to TechCrunch.com.